DECONSTRUCTION.
What's up, everybody? It's the Hardy Construction. You can find us at hardyconstruction.tumblr.com, youtube.com/hardyconstruction, as well as facebook.com/the-hardyconstruction with your host Alex and
Snapple Pop.
And today's episode is about Bay Harbor bitching, which is
It's episode 11. What the fuck
Dexter?
is it called? Dexter. What is the episode called? I don't even know.
I'm gonna edit it really poorly tonight into it. So
Okay.
it is
Monkey in the box.
and so this is what the preemptive strike before the final episode.
Yeah,
of
there's
Dexter?
one more episode. That's it.
And just like you said, we're at the South Street Seaport, and we're bitching about the Bay Harbor butcher, which is Dexter. So what happens in this episode, Danny?
Well, the last episode left us off with Vogel getting her neck turned into a vagina.
Yes.
And
That's what they cut out this episode, was Dexter furiously fucking it.
yeah,
He was like, I've got to do this.
it's like the darkness in me tells me to do this.
He turns from the dark defender to the dark rapist. And Harry was watching, grabbing his ghost genitals.
Shooting out ectoplasm.
All over Bill Murray's face. Anyway, so this episode starts off right from there with Dexter cleaning up the blood. It's very funny because he leaves his fingerprints everywhere all around the house, even though
I'm sure he got rid of them after.
I guess, but he's touching even when he was looking for the files and everything, he was making sure to get all the files.
I think he's being a little careless. He just wants to leave.
Yeah, he was looking for all the files that Vogel had on them, so he trashes them. Although, you know...
That's a boat you hear, by the way.
Yeah, we're really at the South Street Seaport, New York.
You really
so
are.
That boat. So he was really deleting stuff. Although, what I don't understand is that, let's talk about this. In real life, there was a guy that actually mimicked Dexter. He actually,
Really?
yes, this happened in real life.
Okay.
He wanted to be a filmmaker. He actually directed a film, and he wrote a script about a guy who finds another guy and kills him perfectly.
Okay.
You hear those boats? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So wait, there's a boat passing us by. Taxi, water taxi.
It's okay.
And
Taxi.
he put a Craigslist ad or something. He met this guy online saying he was a girl. The guy met him.
Right.
He took him to his kill room and killed the guy.
Was the guy bad at least?
No, I don't know. He was just some guy he found.
Okay.
So what happened is he killed the guy, and then I guess he finished the rest of the movie with this knowledge, extra knowledge of how to kill somebody, I
Right.
guess. And well, anyway, the cops found out that he did this through some way, and apparently he erased everything off his computer. But nowadays,
drive,
there's a
yeah.
lot of...
But Dexter probably has all these programs to get rid of the hard drive.
They
Even.
never show that though. They just show him take it and drag it into the trash dump, and that's it.
I'm sure that he knows what he's doing.
Do you think it's equipment that's as great as the one where they found out who Oliver Saxon was with the special effects of the kid's face?
He's
How does that
Dexter's
age?
like a master hacker. He could do
totally.
it.
Yeah, with one button, it's like a big giant orange button.
Yeah.
So after he cleans up, he calls.
Shut up, taxi.
He calls up the Miami Metro to go, figure out what's going on. They tell him to leave because they don't want a forensics guy to actually take on the case if he was there.
Right.
So what happens in this episode, Danny, in a nutshell?
Okay, so basically, Oliver Saxon offers Dexter a truce. He goes in and starts fucking with Dexter as a suspect or whatever. Then he goes to buy his house as one of the people and offers him a truce.
And it was a nice little callback to season 3, the season that apparently everybody hated. I liked it.
I liked
don't know.
it.
I think it kind of got rushed with that serial killer, the Skinner, but other than that, I was fine with it.
I didn't mind the Skinner either.
Yeah, no, I thought it was okay. Manuel? What the fuck was his name? I'm going to be all upset all day. Yeah, whatever. He's a dead spick, huh?
Oh,
How
look at
dare
him.
you,
He is
racist white
Spanish. He
bastard.
could say it. He could say that. He's
Anyway,
Spanish.
so, yeah, that was a nice callback. So they have her there for a couple of seconds, and Oliver is, basically setting on the table, threatening Dexter, if you stay in Miami, I'll kill everybody else.
Yeah.
Why Oliver needs to stay in Miami, who knows?
This is what always bothers me. Dexter's basically, this guy could at any moment say Dexter's a serial killer.
Yeah.
That would make me nervous if I was a serial killer. Dexter doesn't seem to realize
Remember,
that.
the universe helps Dexter. When Dexter left a threatening phone call on a video on one of the killer's phones, they didn't check his phone to see a video of Dexter clearly saying that he's a fucking... It's so bad.
Right.
The world helps Dexter.
Well,
It's
that was Tom
Deus Ex
Hanks'
Machina.
son, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Maybe Tom Hanks found it and then deleted it off the phone.
Right.
It's like, oh boy. Anyway, So, what did you think about Oliver Saxon in this episode?
I kind of like him.
Me too.
He's a little sick. He's good.
He really grew on me this episode.
I didn't like him as a hipster douche, but as a serial killer, I like him a lot.
Yeah. Do you detect like some sort of yeah, it's getting windy. Some sort of European accent? Because I was picking up
He's got a slight accent in there. Yeah.
Because I would understand if
that would make sense because he grew up in London for the first 10 years.
Yeah, but he sounded like some kind of like Swedish accent. It sounded weird. It was like a weird accent that
maybe the hospital was in Sweden or something.
maybe.
I don't know.
He burnt it down and all the Swedes only stayed and took care of him. But I actually liked him a lot in this episode, and you know it would never happen, but I would watch an Oliver Saxon show.
Really?
I really would.
Hey, well, there might be one the way it leaves off.
Nah, I don't. Dexter will always win in this fucking show.
Not in the last episode.
I don't know. I think he'll get away with this.
And then Deb gets shot, and I have a feeling she's gonna die. I didn't watch the next episode preview because I don't want to know.
But I don't think this. I think Dexter's the type of show when a character dies on screen, they die. They don't really milk it. They did it for the Trinity arc because she already got shot. Remember by Trinity or Trinity's little daughter.
What's his lug? The guy, you know, the FBI agent that she had a crush on. Didn't he like live a little bit or something? Lundy.
No, he got shot.
And he died right away.
Yeah, he was dead.
Oh, okay.
Remember they shot him and her?
Yeah, but I wasn't sure if he lived for like a while in the hospital or something.
Yeah, they're just kind of milking it for the next episode. But I liked Oliver Saxon as a character. I thought he was pretty resigned to his fate. Like, he was happy. He wasn't like crying, begging for his life or anything, which I enjoyed. But like when Dexter like doing the stupid shit that he does, he'll always like, I don't need to kill you. I don't need this. I need my girlfriend.
That's what the whole show is about, though. Is Dexter's growing as a person? So
I guess so. It really hit me. This episode.
I didn't even consider the idea that it might end with him not wanting to kill anymore. But I think that's awesome.
So what was your idea of Harry? Because it was a pretty fruity scene. But Harry, the way Harry says, he goes, "I'm proud of you, Dex. You don't need me anymore." And then Dexter looks at him and there's like the fruitiest head turn, like if almost he was getting his testicles checked by by Harry. But what was your thoughts?
Oh, my thought was if like, you know, all of a sudden like beams of light go through him, like, and he starts imploding, you know, like, and he's just like, and then he dissolves into the sky, like even in the cosmic dust type of thing.
Even better is that, like, if light beams started, he closes his eyes and he starts vibrating in red, and light shoots out of his eyeballs.
It's like Altered States, if you've ever seen that.
And then he floats into the sky in a Christ pose, and then he explodes into rainbows, and you see like
and there's like a nuclear like mushroom cloud in the sky,
and then it kills everybody, and only Dexter's alive.
It kills all the bad people.
There you go.
And then he's like, you hear like a God voice, like, Dexter, there is no need for you in this universe anymore.
And then a big white staircase leads down for him and Hannah and Harrison to go into heaven.
And they just walk up and dissolve into light.
And then you see the ghosts of like fucking
every victim.
No, not even the victim. You see like the Night Stalker and the BTK killer.
They're up there like welcoming him.
And you find out that like it's only serial killers go to heaven, and that's
like Son of Sam is holding his dog, like beckoning to Dexter,
and the dog is like, "Come here, Dexter, you can do it."
John Wayne Gacy in all his makeup has his hands around God, and they're just like.
And then John Wayne Gacy takes Harrison's hand, and he does the handcuff trick on him.
He pulls a quarter out of his ear and then like licks the quarter.
You see John Wayne Gacy and Albert Fish having an argument of who's gonna be the daycare owner and shit. Anyway, but so far I think it was a good episode. They killed the bounty hunter guy, whoever he wasn't even a bounty hunter.
Yeah, that like freaking Marshall. I hated him.
You didn't like him. I was hoping he'd live.
Whatever. I hated him.
And
I'm so glad he died.
Deb's ex-boss is getting it back into the
Eli.
Oh no, yeah, Eli, right? Elway.
Okay, yeah, that guy is like such a prick.
He's a twat, right? I like him. Who cares?
I like him as a character that I hate.
I think he's gonna get knocked. He gets punched or something because I think.
I thought he was supposed to
get... the trailer before you see Dexter punch him in the face.
I thought that was going to happen, but I guess they're previewing for both trailers.
Yeah, because he sees Hannah in the airport, so I mean that's
did he see her? He saw the back of her head. He doesn't know it's her.
Maybe she has a recognizable. Yeah, you say she needed a wig,
Why
right?
didn't she put on a wig, dye your hair black, shave your head, look like a leukemia person? Who cares? Just you're trying to Your hair will grow
You
back.
imagine she did that, she got into like a wheelchair and she put both her legs on one stirrup. You know how they have the
Right.
lacy leg?
She really like gets like full body tattoo like on her face and everything.
It says mega cunt and a swastika on her nose and shit like that, and each cheek, Hitler's face.
It's permanent, but then she just has to wear makeup now to look like herself. Like she has to put on like normal skin
What was
makeup.
the guy from fucking
An Invisible Man?
No,
Chevy Chase?
Dee Snider's movie Strangeland.
Captain Howdy.
He had to put makeup to look normal.
Yeah, that's what she has to do.
She probably has the same wig and the same black eye that
You
also.
see, like her and Dexter having sex, and her sweat makes it run down. You see Mega Cunt, like just the M from Mega Cunt on her face.
and the Nazi lightning bolts on each ear and shit. Anyway, what else happened? So
That's about it.
They gave him a little speech.
Oliver Saxon shoots Deb, gets away. You know,
Exactly like I saw in the trailer. It's like she's falling at a weird angle. Yeah, so they wish him a goodbye. I think Masuka's daughter and his storyline are pretty much wrapped up because she had smoked weed and he was like, I just want to take care of you. And she's like, that's okay, and that's how they left it. I was like, this is kind of stupid. Angel says goodbye. I like Dexter's.
Angel's off to time travel to another place.
Yes, I like Dexter's curt response. He's like, I'll miss you all. Like a robot.
Yeah.
So far, I guess they're leading it up. I know it's not the greatest of seasons, but it's going to end, so whatever. The only thing I had to complain about all this season is that whenever he talks to Hannah when he's in love, Dexter's voice is so horrible. He does this really fruity voice, like, I don't even know what to say. He's like that. No, what the fuck's wrong with your voice, man? But I'm waiting. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. It's a finale.
I don't know how they're going to wrap it up. I really don't know.
I've been there for 8 years. I'm pretty much sure he's going to get away with it. I'm sure he's going to go to Argentina and do stuff. I hope not. I would actually want Oliver Saxon to kill him, and it shows the cycle of shit going on. But this is a show where people root for Dexter.
I would be upset if Oliver Saxon killed him just because he's so new.
That's true.
I'd be happier if, like, the guy that killed Dexter's dad somehow got back or something.
Yeah, well,
is that guy dead? I think he's dead. Oh, wait, I forget.
Nobody killed Dexter's dad. His mother.
No,
yeah,
no, the guy that killed Dexter's dad
his father.
with the chainsaw.
His father killed his mother. His father ordered the hit on the mother, remember?
Oh, okay. It was the guy with the chainsaw.
The Spanish guy that killed LaGuardia, or supposedly set up to kill LaGuardia, is the guy that they killed.
Yeah.
So all that's covered up.
Or if Miguel, that's his name.
Miguel, right.
Miguel comes back as a zombie and and kills Dexter. It's all supernatural out of nowhere.
And anyway, just to get the Walking Dead ratings. So yeah, that's that. They mentioned Aster and Cody for 3 seconds. Fuck them. They don't care anymore.
Yeah. I do hope that at the last episode...
That's got to feel bad for those kids, right? Like the guy that they thought there was dad for 3 seconds, that like he doesn't give a shit. He's just like...
He's going to Argentina.
I'm sorry for your loss with a Mickey Mouse ears. Anyway, so...
I want to see every... This would be a cool thing to me if they had every single victim that Dexter's ever killed, like, just like quickly, like flashing.
This next episode is called Remember the Monsters. So the
That
way
might
I'm
be
thinking,
it, yeah.
what I'm thinking is remember the monsters, remember
all the
Dexter
people
and
he's killed.
Hannah, or remember Dexter and Hannah that left.
Oh, okay.
But then the ads have him looking at all the paintings. Remember the ads where he was looking at murals of all the people he's killed? So
okay.
Remember the monsters. Who knows how it's going to go?
My original idea was if he was on trial and like it showed every single person he killed or something. But
I hope something happens. There needs to be some sort of comeuppance for him because it doesn't seem like there is.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I don't know what will make me happy.
Who does?
What is your rating?
I'll give this just for Oliver Saxon alone, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Dexter's fruity head tilt at seeing Harry vanish into nowhere, even though they didn't show him disappear.
Okay, I was gonna do the beams of light. Okay, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I don't know. I'm gonna just do the same one. Harry dissolving into beams of light like Freddy Krueger being killed,
even though that didn't happen.
And then doing like a Colossus scream from the X-Men arcade game.
And with that, Danny, what's the final word?
Mazuki.
The horror deconstruction.